Hey, what's up, guys? We're at Daytona in the Lexus, and I'm gonna try the no stop strategy just to see what happens. So this is the first time I've tried this strategy. Um, this is the tune that I'm using for this race today. I actually had to record the video of the tune in a separate race because I forgot to do it initially. I'm just setting the fuel to 100% so that the spring rate you see is the same spring rate that I'm pulling from ForzaTune Pro, which I use for this tune. I use it for a lot of tunes. The settings that I used for ForzaTune will be in the description as usual. And this is just my first attempt. So I took a tune from a different track where I've used a no stop before in the Lexus and modified it slightly. And ran some practice laps and just came into the race. I didn't run a single lap on softs or mediums, so I'm not sure. This tune is definitely not what you would want to use to qualify. You'd want a separate tune. It still needs a little work, but trying to build, it's being built to kind of maximize tire wear. So and try to be as easy on the tires as possible. So here at launch, it can be kind of iffy at Daytona. So take it fairly easy, and then I'm able to get on the outside here. Coming into turn one, I'm always conservative and try to stay to the outside. Here, I come a little further than I want to, but it works out. I'm able to, I get hit, but survive the chaos. And here I overrun well, I hit the braking point, but on hards and first lap, it's not rubbered in. I just run way wide. And just trying to avoid hitting that guy. I normally wouldn't run quite that wide. And when I showed the tune, I was using the controller to go through the windows. I'm actually on the wheel. Anytime you see me in hood view, I'm on the wheel. And one of the nice things is it's so easy to hold your line, like on the bank turns and stuff. Whereas on the controller, it can be a little more difficult. So here I've got the speed on this guy. I'm not, I'm able to get him on the outside, but as you'll see, we have some battles going back and forth. He's definitely got the handling on me. He's on mediums, and there's a couple of times where I have a hard time reading if if I need to go inside or outside. So just playing it pretty conservative coming into turn one, trying not to blow the turn basically. Here, I know he's got the handling, so I run a little wide on purpose to give him the inside. Not if I try to battle him or anyone else like that, I'm not going to win that battle, and it's just probably going to slow me down time wise, and use up more tires. So here we get a good exit, so you'll see that I get a 10-0 segment here, and I think the next lap also. That's one place on the tune that I really think I need to adjust. So I need on Forza Tune, there's a slider for turn exit, and I think I have it set at 95. So it's uh, like it's normally default's 100. 95 means more understeer, and I need to go down probably closer to 90. It's still just a little spin coming out of the corners, and may lose time, but it'll save the tires. So I think doing that, the total time would be better overall. So, and we have the speed and we pass him, and this happened several times. Just shout out to him for keeping it clean. And again, he's right here, and I know that I'm not going to be able to hold him off, so I purposely run just a little wide and give him the inside. And there's another turn exit. I'm trying to ease into the throttle, but there's still just a little bit of a spin that I need to tune out, and it will, slow the best lap time down. But overall, it should be better for this strategy. Here we've got another Lexus, and I want to say this guy, he definitely qualified top 10, I believe. So he's running mediums. He'll have the handling on us, but I think we've got the speed on him with our tune. So coming to the bus stop, really not that bad with the current tune. So I get a 10-0 segment, but I'm sure some people could do a better job. But on hards and everything, I'm pretty satisfied so far with the way it's handling. I have a little bit of aero on the rear. Maybe able to take that all the way down to the min and be fine. Here, I'm trying to run wide to give him a little room, but just a little tap there. And this, I was trying to get left, but if I would have turned any harder left, I would have probably spun out myself. So sorry about that. I was trying to, just didn't see it in time. Couldn't get out of the way. So the other Lexus has caught up to us, and we'll have the speed on him, so we'll be able to hold him off a little bit. And with the rear aero, 196 is about the max speed here. If you were to reduce that to 0, you could definitely hit 200. Here, we're going to give him the inside as usual. Not even going to worry with that battle. The Lexus, I was going to let him have it, but he didn't, I guess, couldn't quite squeeze in there. But he will get us here on the next turn. Here, I'm just trying to get on the brakes and puck inside and just let him have it. On the no-stop strategy, it's just not worth trying to fight those battles. So here, I'm just trying to figure out where to go. I know I'm going to have the speed on both of them, and kind of I didn't mean to, but ended up pinning him inside. I think he pits anyways. Yeah, he does go into the pits. So at this point, we can kind of see like most of the people who are going for the no stop, except the guy right behind me. He starts to fade, so he's not able to overtake me in this turn like usual, and he's on mediums, so he may have waited one lap too long to pit. And Demon, so he was the leader before going into the pits, and yeah, we're not going to be able to hold him off. He's only 7 seconds back. See there that we're getting a little loose. Just need to tune that out. I'm trying to be easy on the gas, but probably be a little easier, but also modify the tune should help as well. I'm not sure what a really good lap time on hards is at Daytona, but yeah, I'm satisfied with lap times. I think I would be willing to give up just a little bit of that to have a stronger final lap time. As you'll see, the tires do kind of it gets difficult at the end. So we're at minor tire wear on the rear so far. If you looked at the tune, you'll see I have the brake balance at 50%. So I need to tune out the turn exit oversteer just a little more, and possibly experiment with the brake balance, moving it to 51% or something, just trying to much easier to handle tire wear in the front tires than the rear for the Lexus. As soon as the rear gets to moderate or severe, it becomes difficult to handle. It just wants to come out from underneath you, even if just no matter how lightly you feather the throttle. I think this ends up being my best lap time. I think we get a 1:44.7 or something like that. Yeah, there we go. And you can see it's starting to get a little slick coming out of the turns. And here comes Demon. He's super fast. I think his best lap is 1:41 something. So even with the best possible tune, I'm not going to be able to hold off someone with that much speed in the no stop. we're at moderate, and we've got almost 1.5 laps to go. And it's still not that bad. I mean, it's, you know, I'm slower, but it's not that bad. At this point, I'm looking, and I think there's a chance I can make a podium. I don't think, you know, third place. I expect him to catch me on this last lap.
Last lap, let's go.
Here, just trying to play it conservative. The car is definitely very sensitive when you're turning. It'll want to come out from underneath you pretty easy. And having to shift a little early just to try to avoid the spin. So far, not that bad. You know, at this point, I'm thinking maybe there's a chance I can hold this place. He's close, but I can get through the bus stop. I'm probably going to have the speed on him. Although then when he gets up, I realize it's a Lexus, so I know, oh, I'm not going to probably have the speed regardless. So, but this is where the tire wear really starts to show up. So I should have. But I normally nudge left and then nudge back right, and it just hung left and would not turn back right. And at this point, I didn't realize I'm thinking of somebody's right up behind me, and I'm looking for the start button. I didn't realize how far behind the fourth place was, so it almost cost me a podium. I'm thinking I need to hit the start button so that I don't ruin someone's race, but it turned out they weren't that close, and I should have just kept going. But we are able to hold on and get a podium. So not bad. I really think there's some work to be done with the tune.
Nicely done. We finished P3.
So the tune is shared publicly now. So if you want to try it out, it needs some work, but you know, maybe you can do better than I was able to do. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.